Father, we lift up our children to you, and we ask for your hedge of protection around them. These and all other blessings we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We now have reading and approval of the previous minutes.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion to waive the reading of the minutes and accept as published.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All in favor, please raise your right hands. Motion carries. Okay, thank you. There is no old business. We have new business. I understand one of the applicants, the first applicant is not here.
Correct.
I would accept a motion to defer that one and we take the second one first. Do I have a motion?
Motion to defer the first one and move it to the second.
Okay. Second.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor, right hand, please. Thank you. All right. We're now open a hearing on RZ 191011. Ava Rogers. John?
Yes, so let me first state I hereby incorporate the entirety of my office's file and the video recording of the Planning Commission's hearing, including but not limited to all witness testimony, in order that this information be made a part of the record and shall be available for the Board of Commissioners to review. All future development shall comply with all applicable codes to ensure that all residential structures on the property meet safety regulations to protect the health and welfare of surrounding residents. I forgot to say good evening. Good evening. First case is referenced as RZ 191004. Applicant is Justin Burke. The subject property is 124 Willow Road. The request is to rezone from small ag to rural residential. This site is a total of 1.5 acres. The request is to rezone 1.5 acres of a 7.86 acre tract. The parcel is also identified as parcel number 018030005, and the intent is to create 2 lots. You see the location map here. There's the aerial view, the subject property, and the property. This is considered rural residential character area, and the proposed rezoning would not impact what is envisioned for that area, which is for low density or what have you.
We're talking about oil board. Wasn't this one deferred to the second? It's the same. We'll change the order.
I apologize. Let's go on to. We'll go over that.
On either one.
Well, thank you very much. Everybody's paying attention. RZ, my apologies. RZ 191011. The applicant's Daryl Morris on behalf of Ava Rogers. Subject property is 285 Stevensview Road. The total acreage of the site is 33.34 acres. Parcel number is 053, D as in dog, 079. The intent is to combine a 1 acre portion with a neighboring lot to the north, while the 11 acre tracts will be designated for commercial use with the intent to sell. Here's the location map. I believe it's along 515 South. And you'll see that 11 acre portion there. That would be, the request would be for commercial or highway business. And 1 acre to the north of that will be combined into an already existing rural residential zone property. The remaining acreage will remain as the agriculture. There's the aerial view. The character area for that particular corridor is arterial commercial, which allows for highway business, rural residential. There's a hodgepodge of various uses along that corridor. And it's also a part of the suburban residential. Those are the properties that are pretty much on the east side adjacent to the property. You'll see, for the most part, the rural residential, zoning district's rural residential. Here's the plat, where you'll see along that 515 corridor, the 11 acres would be what the request would be for it to be rezoned to highway business. You see that little portion north of it, that'll be added on to an already existing tract that is already rural residential. But that remaining 15.77 acres will remain as ag or agriculture. The proposed site is not anticipated to cause any negative impacts, as it is located at the intersection of Highway 515 South and Highway 108. While there is rural residential zoning to the west, the surrounding area includes a variety of zoning districts that permit both residential and commercial uses, given its proximity to the interstate highway. The comprehensive plan designates this area as part of the arterial commercial and suburban infill character areas, with the frontage along Highway 515 South falling within the arterial commercial classification. This positioning supports the site's suitability for commercial development while also aligning with the no density residential planning evident in the portion that will be combined with an existing residential lot. Specifically, the arterial commercial character area is identified for commercial uses along Highway 515 South, which is encompassed within the highway business and related land use districts, including the neighboring incorporated area of the county. Therefore, with our findings, staff recommend approving the rezoning of a combined 12-acre portion of a 33.34 acre tract identified as parcel 053D079. The proposal is to rezone 1 acre of this 12-acre site to rural residential and the remaining 11 acres, as I said earlier, to highway business. The purpose of this rezoning request is to combine the 1 acre portion with the existing lot to the north, identified as 053D078001, while the 11 acres will be designated for commercial use with the intent to sell. The remaining 21.34 acres of the entire site will retain an agricultural designation. And I believe there's someone speaking on behalf of Ava Rogers that's here, if you have any other questions.
And thank you. Come forward, please. State your name and address for us.
Speaking to this,
Please.
good evening. Thank you for allowing me to come speak. My name is Kenneth Darrell Morris. I live at 3685 Highway 515 South, Jasper, Georgia.
Yes.
All right, so what would you add to what Charles has shared with us?
Everything he said is exactly correct. I've lived in that house, in my house there for 25 years. At the time, it was all woods down there. And of course, I'm thinking, so I built my house about 50 foot from the line there. I've got 5 3/8 acres. And on the other side, it's basically a gully down there. And that was the level spot. On the other side, I authorized and gave God's tractor a right of way to be able to build on that side and now Shiloh Church. I don't have anything against, commercial coming in. I believe in people being able to do stuff like that. When Ava told me she was going to sell that land commercial, I spoke to her. I said, Ava, I appreciate that, but have no problem with it, but would you sell me 1 acre? Because I live so close to the line, I'd like to have a buffer there. So my land runs along. It's 735 feet, I think, or 54, something like that. So basically, it's a 55-foot wide strip of 1 acre that gives me 55 more feet. So if commercial comes in, it won't be right on top of me. Like I say, I don't have any problem with that. I'm basically the only one that actually even meets up to that 11 acres that would, it would affect, because it's commercial on the other side of it, and then her land's on the back side of it. So, that's, it was my request. And the only reason we're having to change it over because it's agriculture, mine's residential. And so y'all would wanna, if you agree you're gonna change it over to residential where I farm. So that's not how it would be at, but anyway, that's what we're wanting to do, is just to help to give me a buffer to where whatever comes in there won't be right on top of me. It wasn't her fault that I built there, but she's gracious enough to say, I'll sell you that 1 acre, greatly reduced from what we all know the land sells for there. So I appreciate that. And I know she would be here, but her fiance got sick and she was here and had to leave. So that's the only reason she's not here also.
So where is your lot relative to Gauss tract?
They're north of me. In other words, my driveway is their driveway. In other words, they didn't have a right of way unless they came in from Stevens View, which was not good for commercial, but so when Stanley asked me, I said, yeah, no problem, and gave him the right of way, and they made it bigger and all that stuff, but they made the right of way there. That's my driveway, is right there. Mine just sort of turns off there.
Other questions from the board?
Chair, if I may make a recommendation, that the motion would also include a condition that 1 acre will be combined with the existing by the contract.
Further questions? Thoughts? I do. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve Mr. Morris's request for the 1 acre piece to that adjoins his property, and remainder 11 acres of highway business.
Okay. Jones, does that capture what you wanted?
With the condition that the 1 acre portion will be combined to the existing. I need you to make that motion, to say those words.
I think I did, but we'll try to.
Okay, yeah, if you could do it one more time, I'm sorry.
All right. We would combine the 1 acre portion as rural residential of Mr. Morris and combine it with Mr. Morris's 5.3 acres. And the remaining 11 acres will be zoned highway business.
And if I could just ask for one more clarification, I apologize. The remainder is actually a 33.34 in total. So 11 acres will be rezoned to highway business, but then the rest of it's left as agriculture. And I think that's the way you understand it, but I just want to clarify that.
Did that.
Because,
That's what's been,
shall we take it?
I don't think we need to expand the motion or pass it. I think.
I think we've clarified it on the record. We're rezoning 1 acre piece, an 11 acre piece, and the remainder stays.
Second. All right, we have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there further discussion? All in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion carries. I didn't see anyone that wanted to speak. We have the representative of the press here, I believe. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dude. We're just a recommendation.
Yes, sir.
The commission makes the final determination.
Yes.
All right, we'll close that hearing. I don't see our other applicants.
No. We can't proceed if you wish.
All right. Very good. Are there, we'll defer. I guess we'll defer that until they come, they best.
18.
If that's your wish, you can hear the case, make a determination today with or without the applicant being present.
What's the pleasure of the boards? We will always have someone speak on behalf of it, be able to question.
We have no reason why they're not, I don't know why they're not here.
Jerry, they're supposed to be here.
Yes, I understand what they're doing.
Well, why don't we hear it, Charles, and I should call it out. You've already started on it once.
I did. Enough where I can just give you the recommendation.
Life's too short, Charles.
It's too short. That lasts sometimes. Sure. When you're ready to have this discussion.
So we'll open the hearing on RZ 191004.
All right, this case again is RZ 191004. Applicant is Justin Burke. Location of the property is 124 Willow Road. The request is rezoned from small agriculture to rural residential. And this would be to rezone 1.5 acres of a total 7.86 acre tract. That the intent by the applicant is to create 2 separate lots. Here's the location map. Aerial view. The property is located within the character area of rural residential, as stated in our comprehensive plan. Rural residential characteristics would be for low density and rural type of development along that corridor. And the site, again, is located at the southwest intersection of Highway 136 and Willow Lane. It falls within the rural development character area, which encourages low density development while preserving the rural and open space characteristics of the surrounding area. The staff recommends approving the rezoning request for a 1.5 acre portion of a 7.86 acre tract identified as parcel 018-030-005 from small agriculture to rural residential. Again, the purpose of this request is to create 2 lots, allowing the applicant to build 2 single-family dwellings to assist their parents. If I may add, we had to stop the development so they were able to create the 2 lots. So they were already in process of building one of those, which was fine. But in terms of creating the 2 lots for the parents, that's when we had advised them to request a rezoning. To be able to build that second house.
So you met with these folks?
Yes.
And the preliminaries on the bill are already on board.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, though I don't believe anyone's here to speak, I would recommend for the record that we announce an opening of a public hearing just to confirm on record that there's nobody here.
Yeah. So we have no one to come forward on behalf of the applicant. Have you ever had this situation? We've always had applicant.
Really?
And we moved.
That'll be far enough.
We've deferred it to not make roving thoughts in that.
If you defer, are there any questions or further clarification that you need as far as this application?
I don't think so. I mean, this is the sort of bill that's to look after his parents and I hope it isn't under funding in name.
Yeah. All right. Well, would you do I'll entertain a motion.
I'll take a motion that we recommend changing it.
All right, I have a motion to recommend approving it as submitted and presented by Charles, noting that the applicant is not present. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, please raise your right hand. Motion carries. Sorry, Charles, thank you. You're welcome. All right. We don't have many people of the public still here. Are there any public comments? Board comments? We need to recognize a couple of folks that went to special training. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Recently, Karen, Larry, and Jerry attended a training. I believe it was Planning and Zoning 101 in Athens. And if you all don't mind, you all can give us a brief summary of what you've either learned or just some notes that you took that we can use here in Pickens County. Just give a brief summary of your experience in the training, if you don't mind later. I already gave you a heads up.
I should have brought the book with me, and I'll bring that in and share it with the staff. But anything that Carl Vincent Center of UGA puts together is generally pretty good. This particular instructor was engaging, funny, and conveyed a great deal of information. One of the primary things that she emphasized was always go back to the comprehensive plan. If the comprehensive plan states in the realm of what you want to do, then you can defend it. And one of the situations she cited was a Pickens County versus Ostetler.
How ironic, right?
As one of the things not to do. So it was a lot of basic information that I think we'll find useful in the future. Ken?
And for me, in addition to what has already been stated, it was reassuring to know some of the processes that's been put in place since you've been on board is more aligned of best practice. Comprehensive plan, I know for me, I said I'm going to become more of a champion now of the comprehensive plan. And I know I sent you an email with some of that feedback, but it was very money well spent. It was good. Yeah.
And speaking of the comprehensive plan, when we're ready to do updates, we're definitely going to involve you as part of the process. Because you all, this is a forum for interpreting the comprehensive plan and champion, as you said earlier, comprehensive plan, and we want to make sure when we update that it also includes the vision that you all have as planning commission members for the overall Pickens County community.
What's the timeline on that?
Well, the update is due 2028. I want us to start working on it a little sooner than that. TBD, to be announced. In November, I believe, Stephanie, you're up.
Yes.
Right? Stephanie and Jerry, who else?
Christy.
Christy from staff.
And then I'll have one more opening for a board member, Dean's.
Okay. And that's all I have.
Very good. Very good. I saw Karen's email, outlined that she's referring. What was the key? What was the case that they cited as what not to do?
Ostetler versus Pickens County.
What was that?
That was, I forget the date. But
Do you remember the
Should it
date?
give us a date?
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
They didn't give a date. Do you know the details?
I do not. I will. all of that, the only thing I was informed with was the fact that they mentioned that as a case study.
Yeah,
It has-
probably around, I think it was around 2016 or 2017.
Okay.
You remember that in that range?
We can locate that.
Yeah,
It's
please.
easy to
Please.
access. I mean, you go online and get the case.
I believe it had to do with ads, the ads being ran in an appropriate amount of time. Advertising.
Among other things, yeah.
But Ms. Porter's here with me today to make sure that I hit on my deadline.
Whatever it was, we don't have it, those issues now.
Yeah, it's just don't laugh on the what's.
But that now, okay, that now we're around, I don't remember it. So that is what I was saying. There have been very interesting planning commission meetings in the past.
I've heard.
That's me.
All right, very good. I don't have anything else. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Oh, next what?
One.
One.
One case next month.
And the scope of that case is, don't know.
Oh, no. Yes. We'll have it's
We'll have it ready.
a process.
We'll have it ready.
It's in process.
It's a process.
All right. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?